Forget designer bags and private jets. True elegance is built in your free time. The hobbies you choose shape the way people see you, the way you carry yourself, and even the way you tell your stories. I've gathered 10 elegant hobbies that anyone can try, and trust me, you'll want to stay for the last one. It's delightfully surprising. Hobby 1. Fine reading. Reading is a cliché suggestion only if you're doing it without intention. The truly elegant approach is choosing books that feed your intellect and expand your worldview. Instead of passively scrolling on your phone, imagine dedicating 30 minutes each evening to literature, history, or philosophy. There's a reason so many powerful women, from Jacqueline Kennedy to Amal Clooney, are associated with intellectual depth. They cultivate knowledge the way others might collect handbags. And the best part? Books are one of the most affordable luxuries in life. A curated home library, even if it's just a single shelf, adds layers to your personality. It tells people, I value stories, ideas, and timeless wisdom. If you want to elevate your presence instantly, let your reading list be your secret weapon. Hobby 2. Classical music. There's a reason classical music has survived centuries. It's timeless. Whether you're picking up the violin, sitting front row at a symphony, or just streaming Mozart while you sip tea, this hobby instantly adds refinement to your life. It sharpens your ear, soothes your mood, and, let's be honest, makes folding laundry feel like a cinematic moment. And no, you don't need to transform into a concert pianist. Start small. Recognize a few composers, take in a live performance, or follow an online masterclass. You'll begin to notice little things. How violins build drama, how flutes dance through a melody, how silence itself can feel like part of the music. Suddenly, playlists of nothing but catchy radio hits feel, well, a little one-dimensional. Here's the fun part. When you can chat about music beyond the top 40, you instantly come across as deeper, more intriguing. Drop into conversation that you went to a chamber music recital and watch how people perk up. It's instant mystery and charm. And the hidden gift? Classical music trains patience. It teaches you to slow down and savor detail, reminding you that elegance isn't rushed, it's enjoyed note by note. Hobby 3. Painting practice. There's nothing quite like holding a brush and realizing the canvas is completely yours. Painting, whether it's watercolor, oils, or even pastel sketches, forces you to slow down in the best way possible. Emails can wait, deadlines can wait, but the brush demands presence. And here's the charming part. You don't need to be Picasso. Just experimenting with composition and color quietly rewires your perspective. Suddenly, you notice how light dances across buildings, how shadows shift on fabric, or how the golden hour makes everything feel cinematic. That's why painting feels so connected to elegance. It's not about the masterpiece. It's about cultivating the habit of noticing what others miss. Refinement, after all, is just that, slowing down, looking closer, and finding wonder in the details. Hobby 4. Language learning. Few things turn heads faster than a woman who can slip seamlessly into another language. Whether it's ordering dinner in flawless French, asking directions in Italian, or sprinkling in a poetic phrase of Japanese, it instantly adds allure. It's more than a skill, it's a signal of culture, curiosity, and confidence. And here's the fascinating part. Learning a language doesn't just give you new words, it reshapes the way you think. Each tongue carries its own rhythm and worldview. French glides with romance, German sharpens with precision, Spanish dances with warmth, while Mandarin paints with imagery. Every phrase is an entry into a new culture, a new way of seeing life. Language learning also trains patience and discipline, qualities that add depth to elegance. And one day, when you travel abroad and connect effortlessly with locals, you'll realize it's more than a hobby. It's confidence, charm, and sophistication rolled into one. Because nothing whispers refinement quite like speaking the world's languages with ease. Hobby 5. Equestrian riding. There's something timeless about the bond between a woman and a horse. Riding isn't just about sport, it's about posture, discipline and learning to move in harmony with a powerful creature. It teaches grace in motion. And honestly, nothing feels quite like it. The beauty is, you don't need a family estate or a countryside stable. Many cities have equestrian clubs where you can take lessons. Beyond the thrill, riding strengthens both body and spirit. When you've learned to guide a horse, suddenly everyday challenges seem a little less daunting. And yes, we have to mention the style. Riding boots, tailored jackets, a confident, upright posture. It's pure, cinematic chic. Even walking back from the stables, you'll carry yourself differently. Equestrian riding is more than a hobby. It's a statement. It says you value elegance, courage, and the kind of confidence that can't be faked. Hobby 6, wine studies. There's something undeniably magnetic about a woman who can move from saying, "This wine is nice," to confidently noting, "This is a Burgundy with earthy depth," very true to its region. That shift isn't about showing off, it's about developing taste, curiosity, and discernment. And that, my dear, is exactly why wine studies belong on the list of elegant hobbies. The moment you start learning, an entire world opens up. Suddenly, dinner isn't just eating, it's an experience. You're not merely drinking, you're storytelling. Imagine explaining why a crisp Sauvignon Blanc pairs effortlessly with oysters, or pointing out the subtle spice hiding in a bold Syrah. In that instant, you're no longer just a guest. You're the one who makes the table lean in a little closer. And here's the beauty. True wine appreciation has nothing to do with excess. It's about savoring, noticing details, and choosing quality over quantity. That practice spills into every corner of life. The more you taste with intention, the more you live with intention. Elegance, after all, isn't about abundance. It's about refinement. Hobby 7, gardening grace. Soil under your nails may not sound glamorous, but let me tell you, it's pure elegance in disguise. Gardening isn't just about flowers and vegetables, it's about cultivating patience, rhythm, and reverence for life's quiet beauty. Whether it's roses in full bloom, a balcony pot of lavender, or even a single basil plant, every sprout carries its own charm. True elegance isn't about detachment from nature, it's about balance. You can wear a silk dress and still know the satisfaction of clipping fresh mint for your tea. And honestly, a tiny windowsill garden can feel just as luxurious as a sprawling countryside estate. But the magic runs deeper than the aesthetic. Gardening changes you. It teaches respect for cycles, joy in small growth, and grace in imperfection. Each plant becomes a lesson in patience and renewal. And let's not forget the chic factor. Imagine hosting dinner and casually adding the rosemaries from my garden. Instantly, your table tells a richer story. Gardening grounds you, heals you, and connects you to something timeless. That quiet elegance lingers far longer than a bouquet bought from the store. Hobby 8, calligraphy craft. Calligraphy is elegance in ink. In a world of fast text and emojis, handwriting has become almost radical because it feels rare, intentional, and deeply personal. Learning calligraphy is more than creating pretty invitations. It's about slowing down and letting your personality spill onto the page. Each curve, each flourish whispers thoughtfulness. It's like visual music. The strokes carry rhythm, harmony, and presence. And here's the fun part. It doesn't just stay on paper. Once you learn to write with grace, it subtly changes how you carry yourself. You become more deliberate, more attentive, more refined. That's the secret power of this craft. Now picture this. Instead of a quick text, you send someone a handwritten note, their name etched in your own hand. That tiny gesture? It feels grand, memorable, and timeless, exactly the kind of detail that sets an elegant woman apart. Hobby 9, culinary art. Cooking, when elevated, becomes far more than feeding yourself. It's artistry, tradition, and connection wrapped into one. Imagine whisking a French hollandaise until it gleams like satin, rolling handmade Italian pasta, or arranging a Japanese kaiseki meal with layers of delicate precision. These aren't just recipes, they're experiences you create and share. An elegant woman understands that a table isn't just for eating, it's a stage for memories. Even one signature dish, executed flawlessly, can become your calling card. Guests will whisper, "She makes the most divine lemon tart," or "Her dinner parties feel like magic." That kind of reputation lingers long after dessert is cleared. But here's the secret thrill. Culinary art teaches you to blend discipline with creativity. You measure, you taste, you adjust, and somewhere in that balance lies elegance itself. Cooking with intention transforms the ordinary into the unforgettable. So whether you're hosting friends or preparing a simple supper for yourself, remember, plating a meal with grace and love is a performance of refinement. And isn't that the ultimate compliment? To take something every day and turn it into a moment people never forget. Elegant hobbies only carry their magic if you embody them fully. Which brings us to something that doesn't just shape your skills, but your very presence. Hobby 10, dance elegance. From ballet to ballroom, tango to waltz, dance is elegance set in motion. It's posture, rhythm, and presence woven into movement. The moment you step into a studio, you're not just exercising, you're sculpting the way you carry yourself through life. A woman who dances doesn't simply walk into a room, she glides, and everyone notices. Dance is also confidence training disguised as fun. Partner dances like waltz or tango teach trust, awareness, and composure. You learn to move in sync, to anticipate, to respond gracefully under pressure. That kind of poise spills far beyond the dance floor. Even crossing the street or standing in line, your posture quietly commands attention. And here's the secret. You don't need to dance daily to feel the transformation. Even one class a week works wonders. With every step, spin, and stretch, you're building grace, musicality, and self-assurance. Dance reminds us that refinement isn't stiff. It's alive, expressive, and magnetic. Whether you're turning across polished wood floors or simply practicing at home in socks, the confidence you gain is unmistakable. Because when a woman dances, she doesn't just move, she enchants. You don't need all 10 hobbies to glow with elegance. Just pick the ones that light you up and watch how they change the way people see you. Suddenly, you'll feel that quiet sparkle others can't quite put into words. And if you want to keep that glow going, don't miss this next video. It's all about the jewelry mistakes that instantly make you look cheap. Trust me, you'll want to know these.